Well, let's begin the broadcast with this good news. Despite global challenges and slowdown, India remains an undeniable bright spot when it comes to economy, and the latest GDP numbers bear testimony to the same. Surpassing all the estimates, India's GDP grew at 6.1% in the last quarter of the previous fiscal. The overall growth for the financial year 2022-23 has also been pegged at 7.2%, which is again much higher than the estimated GDP growth. We'll contrast this with the growth projections made by the IMF and the World Bank. While the IMF estimated that the Indian economy will grow at 5.9%, the World Bank had lowered India's growth forecast to 6.3%. Now, economic experts have hailed the new GDP numbers, calling it impressive, especially as it comes in the wake of global challenges to economic growth.
Now, this is much better than any expectation, and we should be happy that where most of the developed economies are reeling under the pressure and the fear of inflation looming large on them, some of them have already slipped into, some European economy have already slipped into recession. India is turning out to be an oasis of growth. Obviously, the talk around the world is of India and India's growth. And this proves one more thing, that we are heading in the right direction.
India's Q4 GDP growth is 6.1%. And overall in 2023 fiscal year, it is 7.2%, more than the expected and very good enough growth. The Q4 growth number is a big surprise. In particular, on production side, agriculture growth is at 5.5%, much better than expected. On expenditure side, the major contributor to the growth is capital formation, and it has been driven by investment expenditure by government.
Coincidentally, the GDP numbers came on the same day when Morgan Stanley gave a big thumbs up to Modinomics. Now, the transformation report produced by Morgan Stanley underscored that India of today is different than it was in 2013. It said that in just a decade, India has gained position in the world order and has become a key driver for Asia and global growth. The report also listed 10 big changes brought about by the Modi government since 2014, which includes bringing corporate tax at par with peers and infrastructure investment picking pace. Also, the report said that rising collection of GST and the rising share of digital transactions indicate the formalization of the economy.